Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? Joe here with a preview of today's shows on Yankee Mania. How's everybody doing? Right off the bat, good morning to Charles. How's it going, Mr. Bronx Bomber? Hopefully everything is good. First off, I want to say, wow, last night's streams were incredible. First of all, the one with Chef Nick and Maria Venuto, incredible. Thank you for being there. Thank you for the great questions. They loved it. It was an amazing stream. Right after that, we had just went off the air, and all of a sudden the Kyle Tucker news came on. Well, we quickly turned, made a link, and went back on. And I got to tell you, everyone, it was one of the highest viewed shows we've ever had here on Yankee Mania. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We did pull a sub from it. Thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate it. That was amazing. You had a lot of a lot of views, a lot of things to talk about. Last night we had Nathan on. We had so many people on. We even brought in some of the panel came on, and we'll see. It was just amazing. Thank you so much for the love and the support. We still have 35% of you that still has not subscribed. We're ever so close getting the 700 subs. Please come in and do it. We can taste it now. Let's go. We want to get to the 1,000 by Yankee opening day. Today is a special day, everyone. Today is our very own Nathan's father's birthday, which I'm going to put up on the screen. So the show is dedicated to Nathan's dad. He is out of the country right now, but they are celebrating. We're thinking of him. We send lots of love, happiness, and we hope that he has a wonderful, wonderful day. So we're looking forward to hearing from Nathan and saying a couple of words about his dad, and we will dedicate the show to Nathan's dad. So coming up today, obviously 9:30, we'll continue our talk with Kyle Tucker about Kyle Tucker. Does this mean the price went up on? Does this mean the price went up on Cody Bellinger? Are the Yankees? What are the Yankees going to pivot? Are they going to say freak it and go for pitching? What are they going to do, people? We'll talk about that. We got a nice panel today. I believe we have Johnny Salami coming on, Chef Nick for a little while, Nathan for a little while, and Sean Browning, and also Evan. And myself. So we have a full crew. First time in a long time on the morning show. We usually have that on a Sunday wrap-up weekly show. Then tonight at 6 p.m., we have the NBA preview show, special time, and it's going to be with Nathan, Chef Nick, and Sean Browning filling in for Evan tonight at 6 p.m. Come show some love to that show. They always do a great job. Of course, if there's any baseball news, we'll turn that into baseball right after they're finished. So there's a lot of things that are going on. As a matter of fact, we will turn it into baseball. We'll have a separate stream for that. So NBA preview and then basketball right after that. So a lot of things to look forward to today. Hey Napoli, what's up, my man? How's it going? Possible belly gone. Dodgers are the old Yankees now. With the Yankees would make some. I wish the Yankees would have something happen soon. Yeah, we all do. 100%. And thank you. And by the way, I have a really, really good fast short on the Tucker signing last night, and it drew almost 2,000 views. So please go there, check it out, and the more the merrier. And the more that YouTube sends them out for us. So go there. There's one with Cody Bellinger this morning that I just did right before I came on. Give that some love. Comment on it. And the more you do that, people, the more it keeps going out, the more we grow. So please do that. Really, really appreciate it. Let's see what other comments we have here. Joey, I think we can kiss Cody away, man. Well, JT, excuse me. It's really up to Cody, and now Scott Boras is licking his chops. I mean, obviously something's going to develop where they're going to want more money now, thanks to the Dodgers and their ridiculous contract and signing bonus and everything like that. You can rest assured that a lockout is definitely now. Before it was like 90%. I'm 1,000,000%. You're not going to see baseball in 27 for a while. So, like I said, enjoy it, because I don't think it's going to be there in 27, gang. You're going to watch Scabbers. You're going to be watching WWE action. You're not going to be watching baseball, and you can take that to the bank, my friends. I'm telling you right now, this is not going to be pretty. This is going to be a stand down, because listen, the players are not going to strike. There's no way. I mean, obviously, look at these contracts. Are you kidding? But the owners, I think, but you know what? If you know that these owners are coming in like this with all this, and you have a right to do it. I'm not saying no, but look at the way they. I mean, listen. If you don't want the owner to come in, then don't vote them in. I'm sorry. They made their own bed. Now the owner's got to live in it. And if somebody like Steinbrenner, if he agreed that he voted yay to the Dodgers owner and yay to the Mets owner, well then you know what? Put up and shut up now. I don't know if he. I'm sure he voted yes, because he would have looked like an idiot. But still, you want to stand your ground. You're the New York Yankees. Now you're going to have to deal with it. You guys voted them in. Now play the game. Play the game the way it's supposed to be played. If you got it now, the Dodgers ridiculous are going to what, $500 million payroll? Are you kidding me? There's teams out there that's not even worth $500 million. Are you serious? This is crazy. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But it's within the rules of baseball. It's out of whack. They should have taken care of it a while. You want to put like I said a couple of months ago, you want to put a cap 300 million or 325. That's it. Otherwise, you get taxed 50%. 50%. You'll see that clubs will calm down a little bit. Okay? There's no reason why baseball teams can't survive on $325 million payroll. That's ridiculous if you can't. And the owners that spend and spend and spend, well, keep spending. But $325 million, to me, is not even a salary cap. It should not even go that high. It's baloney. And then and if the players are so, because now they're greedy. So 325 million. Who has 300 million? 3 clubs? 2 clubs? Out of 30, and we're going to get another 2 or 3 in the next couple of years? Just because it says salary cap of 3, make it 325 million. And then if you go 330, it's what, 5%. If you go 350, it's 50%. Whatever. Make the owners happy, make the players happy. It's not really a cap, but quote unquote, it's a cap out there to shut everybody up and play the darn little boy's game. $60 million to play a little boy's game. And he's not even that great. He's good. He's an all-star. He's no Juan Soto. You're going to tell me he's better than Aaron Judge? He's even worse than Aaron Judge in the playoffs. I'm not disappointed that we didn't get that the Yankees didn't get Kyle Tucker. I'm disappointed at the way it's being done. Now I know you're not, you can't go with one playoff series. I understand that. Listen, if the Yankees went with the playoff series, Aaron Judge would be off the team. And he finally had a good playoff. After what, 8? 1 out of 8? Remember, 3 out of 10. If you bat 300 your whole career, you have a 3 out of 10. You make out 7 times, you can make the Hall of Fame. So, I mean, which is ridiculous. Can you imagine in your own job, you're only 30% good? Do you think they're going to reward you at the end of the year? Do you think you're going to get a bonus? I don't think so. I don't think so. Baseball is a little boys game with grown men playing it, and it's basically 75% babies. And that's what it is. Now, I'm all for you making the top dollar, but don't you think that's a little ridiculous? Is Kyle Tucker worth $60 million a year? Is he worth double than Aaron Judge? Nobody deserves that money. You got people starving, these poor little kids outside. Take some of that money and send it to the Red Cross like we do. Do something. We want to hear about it. Be a hero. No, you go out partying with your cigars and this and that. Go help the needy. Christ. We make a salary and we give it to the Red Cross and we give it to the towers. Those are the people that need it. The families that lost lives and lives and lives. Not a man hitting a ball. I gotta have a suite for my family. Who the heck are you? And anybody that doesn't agree with me, there's something wrong here. There's something wrong. Now, one thing with the Yankees. Yeah, the Yankees spent, and maybe they hurt baseball years ago, but George Steinbrenner donated millions and millions of dollars. You don't hear about that from the media, right? I have about 20 instances I could tell you. But no, they don't write about that. No, of course not. Now, was he a saint? No. But if somebody needed something, George Steinbrenner was right there. The Yankee Foundation is always there. What do they do every November? The food drive. You bring 100 pounds of food or 50 pounds of food? What team does that? You think the Dodgers do that? Please. The Yankees do have a right to people criticizing scoreboard. They have a right to do it. They have to uphold themselves. And anybody, they are not spending the money correctly. But then it's not that they're not spending money. You want to spend somebody else's money. And you have a right to say it if you buy season tickets. If you're sitting at home, not watching, and you're just watching and relaxing and having your pizza and having your pasta and having a drink, it doesn't matter to you. But it matters to the people that spend hundreds and thousands of dollars. They have a right to say something. But still, the Yankees have a $300 million payroll. Please. And now we're talking $500 million. There's definitely going to be a lockout. $100 million%. Yeah, and here's the luxury tax. There's only two teams that are and they're expensive teams that are spending. All right, maybe Kansas City did a little something. Miami, oh my God, they added to the payroll. That happy days are here again. Colorado, they added to the payroll. I mean, come on, man. We got to grow up in this sport. It's one of the richest sports in the whole world. And yet, everybody's crying. Oh, now we're not going to get Bellinger. Now we're not. Yeah, of course not. Because Bellinger isn't worth $250 million for 6 years. And you want to pay him till he's 37. Look, how the Yankees working out with Giancarlo Stanton until he's 38 years old? The man can't even. A cockroach runs faster than Giancarlo Stanton. I love him. He's a great guy. But he's one-dimensional. Either he's going to hit a home run or you're screwed. We can't do anything with this guy. He's going to DH and he stops everything else. If Aaron Judge has a little leg problem, he can't play. And then you got to put Stanton out there that Trent Grisham has to play 3 positions. Because you don't know what Dominguez is going to do. The other guy can't run. But what do you expect from Grisham? Maybe he is worth the $22 million because he's got to play the whole outfield. You ever think about that? And Charles was right. Belly is not Judge. You want to pay Belly almost as much as Judge? Are you serious? Just because he can play the 3 outfield? So Judge could too. He can play center, he can play left, he can DH, he can play right. The man signed for $340 million or whatever it was. That's still a ridiculous contract. This guy signed for $240 million with a $75 million bonus. Come on. Bryce, how you doing? I don't agree with you, Bryce. I'm sorry. Joe, I got no faith in the Yankees no more. This team is going to be good. Bryce, what do you want them to do? They're in a no-win situation. The Dodgers are going to win every year right now. So, fine, okay. So you want them to spend all that money just to get in the playoffs, get eliminated, and then Hal, not you, not the fans, Hal gets stuck with a $200 million tax. Plus, he's got to pay New York City $100 million. I mean, listen, people, I'm all for it. I want the Yankees to have the greatest team on earth. But it just can't be done. There's too many distractions right now. It's not going to happen. I can't blame Hal Steinbrenner. I'm sorry. And I'm telling you right now, may he rest in peace. And I love George Steinbrenner. There would have been a limit. There would have been a limit. Somehow, some way. You're going to spend, like I said, you're going to spend all that money to get into the playoffs. Okay, great. And then what? If the Dodgers are healthy, you really think you're going to beat them? Did you see that lineup? Did you see the pitching? Did you see the relief pitching? The only way the Dodgers are going to lose is with 100 injuries, right? And you don't wish anything on anyone. And it can't come in April because they get healthy by August. And then they're ready for the playoffs. And they're still going to be looking to help the team. And the funny thing is, they add and they add and they add and they add and they add. They don't get rid of anybody, really. They find a way. I mean, I'm telling you, the general managers right now are just going to get totally disgusted. And now it's just a matter of time that they're saying, well, we know we're going to lock them out. We're gonna lock them out. Anybody that doesn't think there's going to be a strike, delusional. I'm sorry. Listen, I love every baseball fan, but if you think there's not going to be a strike and it's going to be a lengthy one, I'm telling you right now, it's not like, and 94 was depressing. This one is going to be much more depressing. And it's just if they want to keep this, they've got to make a determination at every team. There should be no luxury tax. And they're not going to settle for that. And these teams that just pocket the money that are ridiculous, they lose 19 games to the bigger teams like Colorado loses all the time. The Angels, the A's lose all the time. You got all these bottom basement teams, and you go and play them 14, 15 times. It's almost automatic wins. There's got to be more parity. We thought we were on our way with parity, but it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. The only, and I'm not saying to give up because the Dodgers are going to win it all, but you got to be smart about it. There's going to be a lockout, no question, right? So why are they going to go crazy? The Yankees are good enough, possibly, and everything's got to go right. They are just good enough to win. I don't know if the division, because Toronto's really good. And the Red Sox are probably ahead of them. I don't know if the Yankees right now are going to go. I know they're going to tell you, of course they're going to tell you, we don't worry about the other teams. Yeah, and rightfully so. But do you really think that they're going to steamroll over anybody right now? I don't think so. And I'm sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but yesterday was really a clinching blow for Major League Baseball. Let's get to a couple of your questions, and then we're gonna move on because we have the 9:30 stream. Hey, how you doing, Celia? Joe, that's what I've been saying. Dodgers' projected lineup is filthy, and their rotation is filthy. No one is going to be able to compete with that. And I agree with you. I totally agree with you, Celia. It's over. Remove the deferred payment loophole. Calculate all the Dodgers contracts to the present value now. The Dodgers payroll it'd be more than $600 million. Be ridiculous. That's why I'm telling you, people, enjoy this baseball year. Don't be upset. You ain't going to see one in 27. Joe, I still think Belly goes back. I don't know about you. Whatever. At this point, I don't know. I'm telling you right now, it went up about $20 million right off the bat. Right off the bat. So there's no question about it right off the bat. His money went up. Do you really think that's Steinbrenner? If they didn't sign him yet, now you're going to add in. And anybody that doesn't think that his price tag went up, you got to be kidding me. Tucker is getting $120 million a year because of tax unreal. Well, there you go. Need I say more? Nosebleed. Need to have minimum floor before you have any cap. Okay. Cool. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Mets pay Bellinger Judge money. They might. Mets have to sell tickets too. And there is rumors out there. I'm going to check it out. Yankee tickets are not going well. I can tell you that. It's not exactly flowing. Mets aren't going after Belly, a reporter said last night. All right, well, what are they going to do? They got to go for pitching. They want Valdez. Okay, I don't want Valdez. That's one pitcher that we cream. I don't want him on the Yankees. I do not want him on the Yankees. And guess what? The Yankees will probably give in to Boris because they always do. Not really. Not really. There were certain players like Bernie Williams I can understand. But not for a guy that's been with the Yankees for 1 year. Nah. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And the funniest thing is we don't even have to talk about all the different ways we got to watch the Yankees this year. You spend your hard-earned money every month, and they're still going to lose. Yankee fans are smart. Even bringing in Belly isn't enough. Everyone knows that running back the same team, which no way is near good enough. Well, here's the thing. They tied for first place, J2EF, right? If Devin Williams would have been Devin Williams, if a few other things would have fell into place, the Yankees would have won the East. We all know that. How many games did we blow? Just think of it that way. They are good enough. If that's the case, as good as Toronto was, the Yankees were there. Look at the record and look at both. If Devin Williams had 5 more saves, who wins the East? The Yankees do. And with that bad, what was it, August, that they looked awful? They looked awful. All they had to do was win 2 more games, 1 more game. 1 more game. And they got pounced by Toronto. They win 1 more game. And they win the East. So I don't know if I necessarily agree they're not good enough to win. That, if you get a healthy Cole, if you get a healthy Rodon, you might get another pitcher. They have okay relief pitching. They got pretty good bench players. They're good enough to compete. But everything's got to fall into place. Got to. There's no two buts about it. So anyway, didn't expect to be staying on for a half hour for 5-minute talk, as I always say every morning, but you guys are just fabulous. Please press the like button as you're going out. We will continue this. We will definitely continue this, the 9:30 show with all the hosts that are going to be coming on. It should be a very, very fun show, everyone. And I really appreciate you sending the show out to all your friends and family, any baseball fans. The 35% of you, please subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Just a couple of quickies. Clappish, the Yankees will keep a close eye on Weathers, but the best safety net would be a deal for Milwaukee's Peralta. Now, that's a very good possibility, who the Bombers are currently pursuing. But again, who are they going to get rid of? That's the key. But at this point, if you want to win the East, they're going to have to give away some young talent. Just don't give away Elmer Rodriguez. You've got to keep that guy under any circumstance. They could be good enough to win, but need to do more. Well, yeah, and there's always July 31st. I listen, 162 games. You saw the Dodgers half the year. They stunk last year. They stunk. I mean, Mookie Betts had a terrible year. Is he getting old, or was that just a flash in the pan? You don't know. You don't know. Yeah, but Joe, they got dog walked by the Jays, and Jays have gotten better. I expect the same thing to happen again this year unless you do something significant about it. Yeah, Again, I agree with you. But the Yankees also have upgrades. They did not have Garrett Cole. That could be 3 more wins. Did Toronto get better with 3 more wins? Maybe. They got a Mr. Cam for the whole year. That might be another 2 wins, 3 wins. So now you're talking another 5 wins. You're talking 98 wins. If it all stays the same. If it all stays the same, and look at it this way, you want to look positive, you get a good year from Dominguez. You get a solid year from, of course, what Aaron Judge is going to do. Trent Grissom does the same. You get a better year out of McMahon. I don't know what's going to happen about first base. You get a better year from Austin Wells. And the Yankees are right up there. With that team, they won 93 games, folks. Think about it. And no Cole. And no Devin Williams, who was awful. He would have saved 3 more games. We would have had 97 wins. We would have won the division. As good as Toronto beat the crap out of us, we would have won the division. Yeah, listen, Bryce, anybody can go in that trade. Just don't throw Elmo. I like to call him Elmo Fudd. Do not trade Elmo. That would be the biggest mistake. You got to keep him. And I think so highly of him. And you know me, I don't want to trade Spencer Jones. But if they had to, if I had my pick and the Yankees need bats, I think the Yankees can always find bats. There's people out there they can get. Miguel Andujar would be such a nice pickup. He may not be the greatest infielder or outfielder, but the man could hit left-handed pitching like crazy. He's still out there. Think about getting him. If you lose out on Belly, you've got all that money to get all these get a couple of, well, there's Austin Hayes. Yes. Thanks, Bryce. You get Austin Hayes, Miguel Andujar, you got your right-handed hitting. Now the team looks good. Go throw a lefty against us. Against the Red Sox and Crochet. Maybe we have a shot. Right. Don't give the whole farm away on one player. But remember, I don't know, does Peralta a free agent next year, or do you have a year? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. So, but I do know that they're talking heavily with Freddie Peralta. So if the Yankees are going to be like the old time days, win on pitching, that's fine. They don't have to have they have just enough hitting, and then at the trade deadline they can make a big splash. So let's see, guys. Anyway, talked a lot more than I thought. I love you guys. Unbelievable stream. We will all come back and talk 9:30 a.m. right here on NY Yankee Mania. And don't forget, we are going to have the NBA preview show tonight a little bit earlier at 6 p.m. And right after that, we'll talk Yankee baseball again right after that with a different stream. So we don't get confused, the NBA and baseball. So I will put those links out very shortly, and we'll talk about everything. Peralta is a free agent next year, so he'll be a rental. Okay. And all the more that the Yanks may not have to give up the best of the best. But Elmer Rodriguez should not be in that deal. Have a great breakfast, everyone, and we will see you in about an hour and a half or so. Thank you so much for being here. Love each and every one of you. Who knows? Maybe within the hour and a half, the Yankees make an announcement. You never know. Let's go, Yankees. Go give us some love to my a couple of shorts I put out this morning. I really appreciate it on YouTube. And they're short now. They're less than a minute. You don't have to go crazy listening to 2-3 minutes. Less than a minute, to the point, and everything. So thank you, everyone. God bless you all. God bless America. Let's go, Yankees.